Anyway, man, what we talking about, bro?
Today,
Today.
we're going to play a game
All right, let's go.
called
All right.
Who Wants to Be a Billionaire?
Okay.
It's not really a game. It's a play on the game Who Wants to Be a Billionaire, but
I like it. What's happening, people? Welcome back to the More to Do More podcast, where we help you become the person you need to become to do the things you call to do. Your white tone in the building, and
Henry A. Harden,
the what?
the third.
Don't forget the
Three. Hey, why you look so official over there.
Oh, here.
Like, you look like you just,
In the jungle,
like,
the mighty.
it looks fire.
It do.
Yours look fire.
Okay. I don't know, man. We changed some things around in the studio, man. So last week, I'm pretty much, yeah.
It looks good.
It's different.
I just wanted to compliment y'all on this.
I don't feel a part of. You so far over there, man. Like you look how far you. Well, y'all can't see. Let me see if we get another angle.
It's all right.
No, y'all can't see.
Anyway,
see. Okay.
so all right. So let's jump into this, man.
Let's jump into it, man.
So I was thinking, right?
Okay.
I always wanted to be like, I always said I wanted to make $1 billion.
Right.
But the older I get, the less important it is for me to become like a billionaire.
Right.
And I realized, and I don't know if it's coming from a small town.
Okay.
And I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out.
Maybe.
100%.
But yeah, go ahead.
But like, I ain't gonna say I want to be content, because I want to be way better than that, right? Like,
Let's make some
way better than that. But I think 10 to 50 million might do the trick.
Probably.
But what I realized though is that I'm willing to sacrifice, like, being able to attend kids' games and different activities with family and all that for a certain period of time.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if I'm willing to sacrifice all that for I don't know, my whole life, if that makes sense.
My whole life.
Because think about it, and it's how I think about it, right?
How you think about it?
You take somebody like Elon Musk,
Okay.
right? He's always like on the go.
Okay.
Or always like his time is like, I'm sure that every part of his day,
right?
And even Jeff Bezos or whatever.
I got something to say about Jeff. I'm gonna keep Jeff for me.
All right.
Go ahead.
I'm sure like every part of their day is like strategic, and because they're actively running a company, and I just don't know if that's something I want 20 years from now.
I feel you.
You know?
I feel you.
So I don't know. I'm here to explore that today, of like, who wants to be a billionaire? There's a trade-off,
right,
with the money that you can make and the time and the sacrifice it's gonna take, right, till you get to that type of money.
I feel you, but I want to be a billionaire.
Okay.
And I believe I already am a billionaire.
Okay.
But okay, so I did a research. I want to say 2 years ago. What does Jeff Bezos' day looks like? To be honest, it's quite boring. He wake up. What time you think Jeff wake up?
Probably like 5.
No, he wake up at 8.
Okay.
Regular time. He have breakfast. I think he drink like orange juice or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
All thing you do is go to a meeting and come back. And then, because you got to understand too, like, when it comes to billion, it's not you. You're not making that at your capacity as an individual.
Right.
When I talk about billionaire status, I'm talking about wealth, creating assets that creates money for me, and not me being the one that create the money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm not really needed. Only thing that's needed is my management skills.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not even that. If I choose to not sell off my company, but sell off my control.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just let a CEO run the company, and I just be a shareholder, you know, and let them run it. A trusted CEO. And my only concern is just hiring a trusted CEO.
Right.
You know, so I don't look at billionaire status as me, you know, taking from me, because it can only add, it buys time. Myron Golden said it. You might have a meeting in California. Hank might have a game at 4:00. Your meeting is at 12:00.
Mm-hmm.
But you got a private jet.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So you go to the meeting, you come back, and hey, Hank, you want to get on the jet? Like, you know what I mean? I don't know, man. I'm not, it hasn't manifested in my life, but those are just some of the things that I see. I see it's a free of time. And I don't look at my generation alone too. I want wealth that's going to last, and not just wealth too, but I want the peoples who come from me, like Amon, his son, or whatever. I want to give them the spiritual know-how. You know what I mean? I want to groom them spiritually to learn to deal and manage all of that internally, and give them the proper skills to manage it, I guess, you know, just physically, if that makes sense. Like, I want them to have all the skills and tools necessary to manage that type of thing. Even if they don't even want to do that, they can figure out what they, you know, just really giving them time to figure out what they want to do with that. Because think about it, like last conversation, the last podcast we had, like growing up in our community, you may not can relate, but at a certain age, you have to make a decision. Either you have to go to college or get a job. And either one, you have to get out of the house. You know what I mean? And I think when I left the house, of course, I learned a lot of stuff out on my own by myself, but I don't think I was developed enough to understand. I just really started figuring out who I am, you know? But going through those trials and money problems and all of that stuff I've been through, I'm not saying I don't want a mind to go through that, but I want to give him the space to learn who he is, and then, you know, so forth. So that's kind of like my reasoning for billionaires and inflation, man, because inflation eat that up, man.
Yeah.
$1 billion today ain't like what it used to be.
Bro, $1 billion is $1 billion.
It ain't like what it used to be.
Yeah, of course not. But
when you say $1 million or 50 million, I'm like, that's nothing.
You're right. If $1 million is not what $1 million used to be.
Yeah, so $1 billion
is still $1 billion.
Not like what it used to be. Not like what it used to be.
What could you not get with $1 billion?
I'm not saying that you can't get nothing.
That's what I'm saying.
But it's not going to last you. I'm not thinking about my lifetime though. I'm thinking about generations after me. You know what I mean? And not only that, man, like I rock with what Warren Buffett doing. You know, like majority of his wealth, I think 90-something% of his wealth is going to be donated to a means, you know, like a charity or something. Like, if I have that capacity to create that much money, just think about it, man. Like, if you can create more money than the government and then decide what you want to do with it before you die, you know, like, it's like you can create your own economy. You know what I mean? So just think about how many people's lives can be affected.
Why don't more people do that?
It's a lot of billionaires that have pledged that though. Actually,
pledged what, to make their own economy?
Not make that.
No, that's what I'm saying. Why don't they? Okay, so you.
He said make that.
I'm gonna go back to Boosie, right?
Boosie.
So Boosie, he has like, I think he said like he got like 70 acres in Atlanta, right?
Right.
And he has like apartments on it, and you know, ponds and all kind of stuff. Like, he's almost his own like little city.
Right.
Why don't like more billionaires do that, or is it being done and we just don't know?
I think who did it? Man, was it Andrew Carnegie? Did he do that? I don't know, man. One of those billionaires from back in the Think and Grow Rich days. I think I read it. I read it somewhere. they gave most of their money to like, I guess, to a library or something like
yeah,
that.
that was Carnegie. Yeah,
Carnegie,
So,
yeah.
so like, and if you notice, it's a fun fact,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know if it's every HBCU,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like it's every HBCU.
Mm-hmm.
Don't quote me on that. Has a Carnegie Hall.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So like Fort Valley has a Carnegie Hall. It's crazy.
Why is it not like the other Division I schools?
What you mean?
Like the economics of HBCU. Although HBCU is getting there, like financially wise, why is it not like the other Division I schools or whatever?
Why is it HBCU not like a
like with
Division I university that has billions of dollars or millions of dollars poured into it?
Yeah. See, that's another thing too. You become a billionaire. Imagine what you can do for your alma mater.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like and then HBCUs across the globe. Imagine how many scholarships you can give, how many football team with new jerseys they can actually be. Actually, they started, I think Pepsi is doing this for HBCUs. I think. Yeah. But now they're on like TV and stuff like that. But imagine we had a lot of billionaires in our community, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just be thinking that way.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I be thinking that way.
I guess when you think about it and that's what I think too, right? Like I don't want to make a lot of money for myself.
For yourself, right?
Like, again, even 10, 20, 50 million, right? Like it's not for me.
Yeah.
What
can you do?
Yeah, like I'll probably be okay, like selfishly, like with like $500K.
500.
Like 500 a year
by yourself.
By my with my family, like my, me, my wife, kids.
Right.
500K will be enough.
Man.
Because I'll be able to buy, whatever I really want.
Right.
Or, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like
I feel you.
But I know that 500K is not gonna is not enough to like. Bro, you know how many cousins I got?
I know.
Like, do you not like?
How would you structure that?
Like both of my parents had like 9 siblings apiece.
Dang.
Yeah, like
you got a lot of.
I got a lot of first cousins.
And they got first assets because they like brothers and sisters.
Yeah, like 100%.
Yeah.
Meatball, that's like my brother.
Yeah.
Like, so it's just like, we got, and I got people on both sides that I'm like really close with, right? So it's like, and that's why I look at it too, like, dang, like what can I do for them?
For them too.
Like, I feel like there should be like a pot for first cousins. Like
that's how I be thinking.
It's 10 grand a year, whatever it is.
Right.
It's just like
10 grand. That's it.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, again, it's like
that's less than minimum wage.
No, I'm just saying like extra. Like,
I'll just play.
What would you do? If somebody came and gave you 10 grand,
bro? If they found out, okay, let's be real. Let's say this. We playing the game, right? Who wants to be a billionaire?
Who wants to be a billionaire?
Yeah, I like this. This is fun. Let's say let's say Hank. I'm talking about you because that's how they know you.
Yeah.
Should I put that out there? We'll scratch that. We'll scratch that out. I'll take that out.
That's my nickname. That's my nickname.
That's what I'm saying.
That's not my kid's nickname.
Right.
So.
But I want to. Anyway, I want to talk from a perspective of your family. Like, if Hank hit for $1 billion and your family found out, who quitting?
Who quitting
their job? And your family, who quit? If they got the news, if you the billionaire winner of such and such from Valdosta, Georgia is Hank.
That is a really good question. That's a really, really good
When they see that on the news, who's quitting their job?
I think the first thing, okay, so this is one of the first things that I would do. If I hit $1 billion, one of the first things I would do is I would figure out how, because I feel like I haven't put any really too much real time to figuring this out, but how to sell my mom's business.
You gonna sell it?
I'm gonna sell it. Like, because like if she's done a great job of like whatever, right? But like, and I know she's still gonna want to clean. Like, she's just not gonna just whatever.
Yeah.
So she gonna want, so it's like, okay, well, how can we structure this to where it's, or even franchise it,
right?
Like something,
I like
something,
that.
more than just, all right, well, I'm retiring you.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
but yeah, I got a few cousins that'll.
They gonna quit.
Oh yeah, it's over with. It's over with. Like, you go. It's up from here. We gonna put some money in the stock market.
Yeah.
Like we gonna. Yeah. Like we got. Yeah, it's gonna.
Man, you can buy all of your hometown pretty much probably. Oh,
I don't know, man. This day and age, it's
more politics.
Yeah, it's politics.
Yeah, it's more politics.
It ain't just about the money. You got to have the relationships.
That's true. So that's true. Yeah, I know a few folks who would quit.
Yeah,
out there.
Do you?
So you know what? Because I think about this often, right? I'm like, all right, if I had $1 billion, what would happen? I'm like, okay, I have to create a few trusts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I would have to make, like, probably on my mom's side, make her like the executive or something, and she distribute the money. If you run out, then that's on you.
Right.
I'm gonna give you a budget. It's gonna be pretty.
She gonna run through it.
Huh?
You know she gonna run through it.
Well, mom won't, but I'm saying she gonna distribute it to the other family.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have her to do that. 'Cause she's responsible like that. And mom, she gonna stay close anyway. That's my second girl after my wife, man. So she gonna stay close. She gonna be taking.
Y'all hear that, man? Y'all hear that? Hey, just see all my doobies out there.
Doobies.
Man. He said that his mom is second to his wife.
Yeah.
Don't miss that. Yeah. Just thought I like that.
Yeah. That's my second.
It ain't moms, then wife, then kids. It ain't kids, then wife, then mom.
Right.
It's wife. Then probably, I don't know if kids go second. I don't know if second or third. I don't really care.
Right.
But wife is first. Wife is first.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah. So, yeah, she'll be, yeah. So I do that, man. I have her distribute money and, and make sure everybody's taken care of. On my dad's side, I'm still.
By the way, that's make sure I like to be clear.
Yeah.
That's not the man that you living with. That ain't your husband.
Oh.
Or the girl that your fiance. No, wife.
You said husband and wife.
Just make sure I'm clear on that.
Not pretend husband.
Yeah, not because y'all what they call it,
shacking,
domestic. You know what I'm saying?
Domestic.
Like,
yeah,
y'all been together 10 years, 15. No, not that either.
Nah, if you have a commitment on paper, by law. Yeah. Anyway, man.
Sorry.
Nah, we good. But yeah, man. So like, I think when I think about $1 billion, I think about. I barely think about me, bro. All I want, you know what my dream car is? And people gonna think I'm small-minded, but I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
I want a Toyota 4Runner. Until
I drive a Highlander, it ain't all that. No disrespect to Toyota.
What?
I don't know if a 4Runner gonna be that much better. I don't know if you gonna want that. You might get it. Because that's what you want.
I've been wanting that for.
I don't know that's what you're going to keep, though.
How long have I been wanting that car? It's been 7 years. I've been really wanting that car, man.
I've been wanting a Tesla for a minute, though.
A Tesla?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like
only for the self-driving feature, though. That's the biggest part.
Don't your car got a self-driving feature?
Not self-driving, but it's smart drives.
Okay, I can do that.
I need self-drive. I need to, like,
focus on your
be
phone.
Able to read, be able to like.
This man trying to develop on the road.
Yeah, like take a nap if I want to, right? Like I need autonomy with my car.
So
that'll change the game for me. I'm gonna tell you right now. Like
right.
if I had a car that I just put the GPS where I need to go,
right,
and it just went there like bro. Do you know how much I would get done? Oh my god! You know how much time I spend driving every week?
Yeah, I do.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
I think I have too much idle time. I be on YouTube watching shorts. Nah, I'm just kidding. But yeah, that makes sense, man. That makes sense. But yeah, man, like pretty much a 4Runner. I can't even, a nice place, a nice house.
What is nice?
I want to say.
If you made $1 billion.
I don't need 20 bedrooms and all that.
Okay.
Because the thing.
Who you moving in?
Huh?
Who you moving in?
This is my family.
So nobody else gonna live with you?
Nah. I mean, I would. So here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. $1 billion, I would have a house with Probably 7 or 8 bedrooms.
Okay.
And
why 7 or 8?
In case our parents, my parents, or her parents need to move in.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. And mine have his own thing. I need my own separate room for my prayer time and business and all that, man. I need my own office, man. So, and I need to be cut off somewhere where nobody have access. So, like, because if my mama and her mama stand there, I need to be put away. I love y'all, mama. I love y'all, but I need to be put away. And my wife? No.
Yeah.
Only she need to find me. But now, yeah, man. So like, not even nothing too big. And you know how people like, I got an apartment here, place there. Nah, I probably wouldn't even do that, man. I probably would because
you have a whole apartment, another apartment.
Yeah, because I'll just rent it out while I'm not there.
So you take your side chicks?
No. I probably don't even know how to do that.
have a whole
family over there. Nah.
Yeah, this is
nah. Trust me.
Noma. Got a mom in Noma.
Noma. Nah, man. She gonna have the key to every place, but it's just gonna be like a rental property, and another way to make money. You know, and then when we want to go there on vacation, tax write off. You know, that hey, just what it is, man. So that's what I do.
How often? So okay, all right. Let's continue this game of Who Wants to Be a Billionaire.
Okay.
What would your relaxation or vacation time look like if you were a billionaire?
Every quarter, most definitely. Every quarter.
4 times a year.
Probably. Nah. You know what? Because the way Chrisanne set up, bro.
Bruh, every month. Look, you might get somewhere every week.
She come with them ideas, but what I would do is this: how I manage that. I set expectations. Like, okay, cool. You want to go here? We'll go here. You and we'll probably have a month to ourselves to do what we want to do. But the other 4, not month, but the other quarter, 5 times a year. Let's say 5 times.
Okay.
You know.
That's you and wife, or
me and wife once out of the 5 times, but me, wife, and everybody else. You know what I mean? Because you know we usually take vacations too,
right?
That's probably in there somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know. You know.
Yeah, I gotta work though.
What you mean? We billionaires, bro. How you gotta work?
I gotta work, man.
Well,
that's the thing too, right? Like even if I
wait, hold on. Let me cut you off, bro. Because we went on vacation, we were still working.
I know.
Exactly.
Yeah. No.
Go ahead. That's the thing.
I don't think I would. That's the thing too, right? It's like it's about purpose, right?
Yeah.
And like I feel like I'm in my purpose,
right,
every day.
See, that's good. That's good.
I wouldn't even quit.
Right. You just keep working.
Just keep working.
So with $1 billion, right?
Yeah.
I think they'll fire you, bro.
You know, it's possible.
Too much power, man.
It's possible because, like, at that point, it's like, I'm gonna do what they say.
Right.
Wrong, right? But my results are a little different because I'm still be a top performer, right?
Yeah.
And, like, I got a little bit more credibility, you know, at this point. You know, it's like,
and your status change, your sphere of influence change.
Your influence changes for sure.
Yeah. So you actually bring in more money that's more power.
Yeah, maybe. But I'll be an advocate though. I'll be an advocate for people that again are not able to.
You probably be an investor in your company, I think.
Nah, we private. We privately held, so
you can be a private. No, you don't have. The company don't have to be. You can be a private held stock owner.
Yeah, you never know. But
you have equity in that company.
But
and I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna build some training programs.
I would definitely build.
Get some development going on.
Yeah. What I'm gonna tell you though. Right. I'm gonna tell you.
Right.
I do feel like, and not even just, you know, I think it's just in general.
Right.
In the United States, there's not enough attention put on people becoming better, like bettering themselves.
Right.
That's why I like the Clifton Strats with Gallup.
Yeah,
And
yeah. They
that
better sponsor us, bro, because the more we talk about them and you bring them, they better. Go ahead, bro.
because like that's the things that like helps you understand people better,
Right.
so you can be able to lead people better.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
be able to give people a better experience.
Right.
You know, so and you know, some people feel like it's not needed, it's useless or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But me personally, I'm one of those people where anything that you can kind of use to be able to connect with others,
Right.
I think it's a great thing.
That's true.
So
That's true. And I think in that context, you are helping people build themselves not just for that position but for life.
Mhm.
You know, I think, yeah. So I think you'll do a lot with it, man. But definitely, yeah. I was about to say something. I totally forgot. But yeah, I wouldn't have all that fan. I don't know, man. I'm real. Look, bro, I just wear collared shirts. Like, I'd probably be like, what's your boy, Steve Jobs? He got all the black thing, black shirts, and because I don't like to think about what to wear.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah,
I'm with you on that. I hate doing these pods sometimes. Like, I gotta figure out, okay, dang, did I wear this shirt within the last few episodes? Did I not? I just don't care.
I don't care.
I just don't care.
Me neither. So hey, but I'm thinking that's what I was thinking about. But I would bring a few build a few chapels everywhere I go.
So okay, so you make $1 billion.
Yeah.
So that means you got to tithe. Oh, would you tithe that?
At that point, I'm tithing, but I don't. What does that even look like?
It looks like $100 million, right?
Where is that going? To one church?
What does that look like?
You know what? You know what I do
Mm.
for that? Well, nah, that just be me doing that. I can't say tithing. Well, what does that look like? 100 million. I put that aside and I put that in trust somewhere.
Trust?
Yeah. So like, you know what I do?
What's that?
I'll invest in the black churches. Some of the black churches, they have, they don't have access to the funds for media, you know, and that's one thing I would do. They don't have.
I ain't gonna say what I want to say, but I'm gonna say it. Do you feel like some churches need media? Like some of the things that some places teach, do people really need to see that?
I would decide. I'm like, y'all ain't ready for that yet.
Yeah, like,
what I mean media, I mean like hire a few kids to do social media for them or something. You know what I mean? But
what is that gonna do though?
Huh?
What is that gonna do?
It's gonna help with help with I don't want to say brand awareness because we talking corporate, but
well, I mean, it's
awareness.
A church is a business.
I just say awareness. It'll help with awareness.
It's a nonprofit business, but it's a business,
right?
Right. I don't know if that's like a legally. Am I correct? I don't know, but that's how I feel.
Nah,
that's what it is.
It's what it is.
You know, but here, okay. So I just think about, and I hate to talk about. Anyway,
let's do it, man. Go there.
So I just think about this in a particular church in my mind. Okay, let's say we get them a social media team to get the word out.
I ain't say team. I just
whatever. Just whatever. Don't matter, right? Let's just we get the word out.
Yeah,
people to come and they go to the church. But like, I just feel like sometimes, and this is probably a deeper conversation for later. Sometimes some of the I don't know if it's the goal of the church or the religious side of it, of churches. Sometimes it doesn't feel like they're there to really connect with people.
Ooh, let's table that. Let's table that. It's bringing me to a conversation I had with 2 clients this past week. So I want to table that.
and I will table it, but I'm just say why I say that.
Yeah.
Because if we do bring this attention to them and give them this money for it, is it really? Because the purpose of the tithe is to basically build the church further, make the work go further.
Well,
in my opinion, right? That's why I don't know if I'm right on that, but it is what it is. That's how I look at it. That's how I look at my tithe. Is like I want my tithe to go into ground that is like fertile.
That's the point, though. That's the point, right?
So like when I give you an example, like I have a church, New Hope, not New Hope, Hope International. Is it Hope International? Dang, what's the church?
Is it Dewey? Pastor Dewey Smith? Okay, go ahead.
Dang, what is freaking Hope? We call it Hope Church.
Yeah.
Hope Church.
Okay.
Isn't Hope Church? I'm tripping. Been a few years, my bad. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Jordan. All right,
Jordan.
So, the whole church, like I still, recently we just changed it in 2024.
Right.
But like I was still tithing. I didn't go to church for like 5 years. Right. That's where my tithe was going because I knew that they were doing something with the money.
Hey, right.
To be able to,
of course,
positively impact people. Right.
Of course.
In a big way. Right.
Right.
So my point is, if I gave these this I say $1 million, $100,000, whatever it is,
right,
to this particular church is in my mind, I'm not sold on the fact that we will really be able to have a lasting change in that community.
It depends, man. It depends on, because think about it. If I got $100 million, you think I'm about to randomly give that money to a church?
No, of course not.
It's gonna be strategic,
and you probably there's no way you can just give it to one church.
Yeah,
there's no way you can even give it to like one, like the Southern Baptist, whatever, like that
right.
coalition. Like that's way too much money.
Honestly,
even that.
I wouldn't even
right.
And I'm ordained under Southern Baptist, man, but their ideologies are a little different from mine. So,
all right, minister, gonna get canceled now. They're gonna strip it away from you now.
They can't take it away from me. I'm ordained. I mean, it is what it is, man. But ideology is a little different. But that's the thing, man. Like, it wouldn't be to a point where I'm just, hey, you want this? Okay, I'm gonna get to you. Like, nah, we gotta know each other. We gotta, I want to say rub shoulders. You know what I mean? It's not like it's a rap. Like if it's a trusted leadership who's either like under my mentorship or, you know what I mean? Something like that, then I would do it. I won't even say churches. I'll say ministry. Let me rephrase that. Let me say ministries. Ministries, because that's different from.
Okay, what's the difference between ministry and a church?
Because a ministry don't have to be a church. A ministry is something that you're actively doing either for a community, for the from the will of God, or for an individual, or whatever that is.
Oh, so we got a ministry here.
Nah.
Hey, we a ministry. Hey.
Nah, because we for profit.
Can I be minister? Can I be Minister Henry?
Nah, because we for profit. Yeah, they make
that clear. Huh?
Yeah, we for profit.
So ministry is not. It's not. Typically a nonprofit.
Typically, I want to say typically a nonprofit. Typically. I could be wrong too. Maybe there are ministries out there that are for profit companies. But yeah, man, I just give to like ministry. I know a ministry out there who's doing their thing right now that like Hugs and Hope.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Hugs and Hope. They are out there feeding 500 to 400, 500, 600 families a week. And it's ran by generally 2 people, but they have volunteers to help out. But they need like more volunteers. They need people on staff. They need to be compensated. You know what I mean? Right. So like those type of ministries, I will definitely pour into those ministries, like for real, because they're doing the good works. And I know the organizers of the nonprofit, and I know their ideas and their plans, and I know where they plan to go with it. And I'm like, yo, if I had $1 billion, they would definitely get a check. No problem. Nah, I wouldn't even blink writing that check.
Yeah, easy.
You
know some, and I feel like this conversation has definitely got way off guard. We're way off forward. We attended, but it is what it is.
We're still talking about $1 billion.
Yeah. You know what I would know, like my ministry would be?
What was that?
It's gonna sound so crazy,
right?
I don't know if it sounds crazy, but what my ministry would be is, I don't know, maybe it is crazy, but I would like create some type of, basically have somebody just driving down the road in a truck that can like change a tire. Basically, it helps people.
Yeah.
Like anytime they see somebody like broken down the side of the road, they can either tow their car, they can do everything like
right.
And it's almost like a mobile mechanic in a sense.
That's fire.
Like just for people that's, because like this thing about how especially like whether you're like you just hit your early 20s or late teens, you really don't know much about cars,
right?
And
right.
you know whatever, like I think like a college kid, right? Like,
or a single mother,
why
it's raining,
right? Or like somebody that's just struggling and your car break down, it's like, God dang, I gotta find somebody to fix this. Like, but you got this person that just comes just and we'll just take donate. If you take someone, hey, no, you don't have to give. Right. If you want to donate, that's cool. Just like you just have a fun. For that. Somebody that's what they do all day. They do it for 8, 10, 12 hours a day. Man, that's all they do.
I'm thinking about myself with that. Like, I'd be so lazy, bro. Like, let me wait till one of them trucks come.
For it, like, yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably take it.
And I would even have it where you can't even call them.
Oh, man.
Like, you can't call, like, I don't know, like, because it's a nonprofit, right? And if we charge it, and maybe we have a one that you can charge, right?
Right.
They'll come out or whatever. But, like, this particular is just like, they drive up and down 75 all day, looking for people that broke down.
That's fire.
So
that's fire. I think, man. Wait, you got a lyric? Because I'm about to
yeah.
Because I'm about to go somewhere with.
All right, so let me see.
Wait, hold on. Let me find my. Let me find it. Nah, that's that. There we go. There we go.
So we're talking about, who wants to be a billionaire,
right?
And if making $1 billion is worth all the different sacrifices that you have to, to give up to be able to make that. And it reminds me of.
Did I change your mind, bro?
I don't know, maybe.
I felt like I changed your mind.
It reminds me of one of the first, billionaires in hip hop.
Okay.
And he says, unprecedented run. Everybody's getting bands. We just dance to different drums. Jay-Z. And sometimes, and it's through this conversation, what we realized as well is we have to look at $1 billion differently than how people traditionally look at it.
Right.
And you're not making $1 billion to do things for yourself. You're making $1 billion to be able to impact other people around you.
Yeah.
Because the reality of it is, if you make $1 billion, that means that people wanted to buy $1 billion worth of, probably more than $1 billion worth. Right. Because obviously got profits and
right.
But that means you sold over $1 billion worth of goods that people value.
That's true.
Right. So when you get that money, when that money transfers to your hand,
right,
it's bigger than just you.
That's true.
And so selfishly, I don't want to make $1 billion.
Right.
I just need.
All you need is 500.
All I need is $500K. I'll be straight.
I feel you. That's a year, right? 500 a year.
About a year. Yeah, a year. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking this, man, like, because me, I preach. And that's what I love to do. That's like my purpose. I'm an orator. I like to do that. But I be thinking, like, if I was a billionaire, who would listen now? You know what I mean? And that just got me to thinking that, going back to the last podcast, the condition of our people, and how we perceive money. I think more so I would want to teach people the mindset of wealth from a biblical perspective, not so that I can become a billionaire, you not throw rocks at me, but so that you can understand the wealth of God yourself. Because in the beginning, what he gave Adam and Eve, he gave them everything. What did he say? Be fruitful and multiply. Then he said, you may eat from any tree. Myra go to say that. When he say any means plethora, a lot. That's wealth. You may eat from any tree but this one. You know what I mean? So Oh man, I will get into that, but I'm not. That's too deep. But what I want people to understand is that wealth isn't bad, but loving it is bad. You know what I mean? Because when we think about wealth, you got to think about the totality of wealth. You got to think about mind, body, soul, community, family. You know what I mean? They ain't in order, but we just got to think about those things.
Right.
When it comes to wealth. So if I'm good and my brother's not good, I'm not wealthy.
Right.
So let's figure that out. If I'm good, my brother good, but my community is not good, we got to figure that out. That that's not wealthy. If we all good and the state of our living as the race or whatever is not good, we got to figure that out. Then people, then nation. You see what I'm saying? So like, wealth is the wholeness and the totality of us as people because we're one body. And I was thinking about this too. And if I was wealthy, then you know what? If Solomon lived today, people wouldn't like him.
Why you say that?
Dude had, I forgot how much I think he was like a trillionaire, bro.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what he built temples from? Gold. And they be talking about TD Jakes and all them big churches, them Christians be talking about. But half of these people in the Bible, you wouldn't even like today.
That's real.
You know what I mean? And I was just thinking about that too. But that lets me know that our mindset around money and wealth is tainted to some degree because the enemy has stolen our capacity to think on that level spiritually. He said you may eat of any tree, but this one. But the enemy convinced Eve that, hey, if you eat of this tree, you'll be like God. God has already given you everything. You know what I mean? But the enemy tricked her to believing that she didn't have anything. So it's like we've been tricked, that we've not. That's why I'm already a billionaire. It ain't manifested yet, but I am. Because more than likely we've been tricked. That makes it. Did that make any sense?
Yeah, it did. It reminded me of I was watching The Breakfast Club and Tim Ross was on there. He was saying that he's kind of similar. I can say similar to what you just said, but like
I gotta watch that interview. I missed it. My wife sent it to me.
Yeah, it was pretty good. But at least the part I ain't listened to the whole thing yet. But he was saying how people would probably hate the people that are in the, or they don't. He didn't say that. He said pretty much like they don't coincide. They don't put the whole picture. Right. The person that's in the Bible.
Yeah.
Right. Like
that's true.
Because every single person in the Bible had some type of flaw.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. And sometimes like. What we do is, or not we, because I'm not, what pastors do is they talk about the good things of that person,
not the bad,
but they never highlight the bad. So then what pastors try to do is they try to paint themselves as this, whatever person, right? And that's why like as a leader, like it's super important to me for me to be vulnerable. Yeah. And I'm still figuring out like how to do that. And like, so it still comes off like I know what I'm talking about, because I do know what I'm talking about, but I also want to be relatable,
Just cry in the car. Just cry in the car.
Just what?
Cry in the car. Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
So just like, Moses he parted the Red Sea. Right. I think, I don't know, quote me on that, whatever.
He did.
Okay. But Moses also killed somebody.
Yeah, he did. And he was insecure. No.
Oh, because didn't he like stutter or something like that too?
Yeah. I relate a lot to Moses, but go ahead.
But just like other people in the Bible too, right? Where like, I think that, again, we talk about relationship when I was tabling it, so we ain't gonna go into it. But like, if we looked at, and I've been reading John a lot, reading my Bible a lot more too. But like, I think if we looked at people more human-like,
because we all are.
We would feel better about our situation because you might be struggling with something.
Right, that's true.
But that doesn't mean that you're like a piece of trash.
No, you're not what you do.
You're not what you do.
Yeah.
You are not what you do.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
That's all I got.
How we get that from $1 billion though, man? I'm trying to figure that out.
I think when you think about $1 billion, you think about it in the terms of like financial.
Yeah.
But I think just because you're so deep, we look beyond just the
finance.
Yeah.
That's all I think about. Community, man. Like that young kid we just listened to, bro.
Oh yeah.
Like, bro, I just give you $1 million.
Yeah.
So you get out the streets, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and utilize your talents because he gave me chills.
Yeah.
And he wasn't even talking gospel, like nothing about gospel.
Oh, he was.
Oh, he was?
He was speaking gospel, but just street gospel.
Street gospel, yeah. I guess coming from there, you can kind of relate with that too. But yeah, man, that's all I got, man. If you on the path to finding $1 billion, man, look, what you need to do is do something good and then duplicate that. But how do you do that? You need to write it down. Mm-hmm. We got that for you, man. We got the What Am I Doing Right journal. Make sure y'all get that What Am I Doing Right journal. It is on Amazon, and it's lit, bro. And it's lit. It's lit. It's lit, man. So y'all make sure y'all get that. But apart from that, be sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the bell.
Hit the bell.
Hold on, let me do that again. Hit the bell.
Hit the bell.
We in 2 different seats, man. It's just throwing me all off, man. All right, man. Well, I think we out. We out, bro? We out. All right.
Keep the head up, you concerned about them. Stick and move, we can get it done. Call it unity, it ain't no way around it. Cultivating, we get motivation from the big guy. We don't play about them. Going hard for the game, showing.